Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Minh Tuấn and here's the headlines. Belarusian defense minister pays official visit to Vietnam. VDI 2024 is ready. Vietnam Laos hold 11th ministerial political consultation. Welcoming Minister of Defense Viktor Gennadievich and the Belarusian delegation, President Lương Cường affirmed that the party, state, military and people of Vietnam value the traditional friendship between Vietnam and Belarus. He also expressed deep appreciation for the sincere and effective assistance that the Soviet Union, including Belarus, provided to Vietnam during its struggle for national independence and reunification. Appreciating the outcomes of the talks between Minister Phan Văn Giang and Minister Viktor Gennadievich, President Lương Cường urged both sides to further promote and deepen bilateral defense cooperation through delegation exchanges at all levels, maintain the effective operation of existing mechanisms, and to enhance collaboration in training, military medicine, and military history research. The Belarusian defense minister praised Vietnam's socio-economic development achievements in recent years, while emphasizing that Belarus considers Vietnam a priority in its foreign policy in the Asia-Pacific region and hopes to continue strengthening and elevating bilateral relations. On the morning of December the 17th, at the Ministry of National Defense headquarters, General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, chaired the official welcome ceremony for his Belarusian counterpart, Lieutenant General Viktor Gennadievich, who is leading a high-ranking delegation of the Belarusian Ministry of Defense to pay an official visit to Vietnam and attend the Vietnam International Defense Exhibition 2024. Welcoming the guests, Giang underscored that the Vietnamese people and the Vietnam People's Army always remember and value the significant support that people of the Soviet Union, including the Republic of Belarus, has given to Vietnam's past struggle for national liberation and reunification. At the talks, the two sides highlighted that the results of Vietnam-Belarus defense cooperation over the past time have continuously opened up new advantages for increasingly substantive and effective defense relations. Both sides also discussed the world and regional situations as well as issues of mutual concern. Regarding maritime issues, Minister Giang reiterated Vietnam's consistent stance of resolving disputes through peaceful means based on international law, including the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. He emphasized the need to fully implement the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the EC and soon complete the signing of a substantive, effective, and cooperative Code of Conduct in the EC. The Belarusian defense minister thanked General Phan Văn Giang for the warm welcome. He expressed agreement with the issues discussed and proposed to strengthen defense cooperation between the two countries in the coming time. The Belarusian defense minister respectfully invited Minister Phan Văn Giang to Belarus to attend the 12th International Exhibition of Arms and Military Machinery MILEX 2025. On this occasion, the two defense ministers signed cooperative documents. In the coming time, the defense ministries of both countries will continue strengthening cooperation in the fields of education, training and research to train high-quality human resources, contributing to boosting defense cooperation between the two countries more substantively and effectively. As part of the official visit to Vietnam and attendance at the Vietnam International Defense Expo 2024 of Belarusian Minister of Defense on December the 17th, Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, received Major General Leonid Kaczynski, Chief of the Main Ideological Directorate of Belarusian Defense Ministry and Assistant to the Defense Minister for ideological work in the armed forces. At the reception, General Quyết expressed his sincere thanks to the Belarusian Ministry of Defense for their support and participation in the Vietnam International Defense Expo 2024. He affirmed that the party, state and people of Vietnam always attach importance to the traditional friendship between Vietnam and Belarus, which has been cultivated by the leaders and people of the two countries over many generations. Appreciating the results of bilateral defense cooperation in recent times, General Quyết hoped that in the coming time, the two sides would continue to deepen defense cooperation in the fields of mutual interest, including military media and news, military history research, thereby contributing to educating soldiers of the two countries about the traditional friendship between the two countries and militaries. He also stressed that the Vietnamese Ministry of Defense is ready to receive senior Belarusian officers to study short-term international courses at the Vietnam National Defense Academy and the Vietnamese language at the Military Science Academy. Sending thanks to General Quyết for the warm reception, General Kaczynski agreed with the proposals of the Vietnamese general and expressed his belief that through the visit, the Vietnam-Belarus defense cooperation relationship will be strongly promoted. On the occasion of the 80th founding anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the Whole People Defense Festive Day, on December the 17th, Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, visited former National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Văn An and General Phạm Văn Trà, former Defense Minister. General Quyết happily informed the former leaders about the recent outstanding results of the task performance of the Home Military and some key tasks that the Central Military Commission and the Ministry of National Defense are carrying out. The chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army expressed his hope that the former leaders will continue to advise on important issues contributing to national and military development. Chairman Nguyễn Văn An and General Phạm Văn Trà sincerely thanked the Central Military Commission, Ministry of National Defense and General Quyết for their care. They believed that under the leadership and direction of the party and state, the military would excellently fulfill all assigned tasks, making important contributions to the cause of building and firmly protecting the fatherland. There is just a day left until the Vietnam International Defense Expo 2024 takes place. To carefully and solemnly prepare for this important event, on the morning of December the 17th, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, Deputy Minister of National Defense, head of the Exhibition Steering Committee, chaired a rehearsal of the Expo's opening ceremony. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến praised the forces for their great efforts in successfully operating and organizing the rehearsal. He hoped that they would continue to uphold their responsibility to fully and thoughtfully prepare in all aspects for the opening ceremony on December the 19th. This is the second time the Expo has been organized with a scale larger than that in 2022, with a total area of over 100,000 square meters. More than 240 domestic and international defense units and enterprises are participating, including more than 170 international ones. The Expo will be open to the public free of charge from 9 a.m. on December the 21st to December the 22nd, 2024. The opening ceremony will be broadcast live on QPVN channel at 9 a.m. on December the 19th. Coming up next, Vietnam-Laos hold 11th Ministerial Political Consultation. Overseas intellectuals lead and connect Vietnam science and technology to the world. At the invitation of Laos Foreign Minister Thong Savan Phongvihan, and realizing the cooperation agreements between the two Ministries of Foreign Affairs of Vietnam and Laos, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Bùi Thanh Sơn visited Laos and co-chaired the 11th political consultation at foreign ministerial level from December the 16th to the 18th. The two sides expressed their delight at the strong development of bilateral cooperation across various fields. Both sides agreed to intensify collaboration in implementing the action plans for high-level agreements in the fourth quarter and next year, while prepared for the upcoming 47th meeting of the Vietnam-Laos Intergovernmental Committee on Bilateral Cooperation, further deepen the defense security ties and create breakthroughs in economic, trade and investment cooperation. The foreign minister thanked Vietnam for its coordination and active support during Laos' chairmanship of ASEAN and IPA 2024. He affirmed Laos' commitment to working with and assisting Vietnam in hosting the second ASEAN Future Forum, slated for early 2025. On this occasion, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Bùi Thanh Sơn presented Vietnam's orders and medals to Lao Foreign Ministry, individuals and collectives for their significant contributions during the Vietnam-Laos Friendship and Solidarity Year 2022. On December the 17th, the Mekong Connect Forum 2024 kicked off in An Giang Province, focusing on seeking measures to enhance economic, trade and technological cooperation in the region, Ho Chi Minh City and the rest of the country towards sustainable development in the new competition landscape. The event is expected to help An Giang Province, Ho Chi Minh City and provinces and cities in the Mekong Delta strengthen connectivity and expand practical cooperation. At the same time, facilitate the formation of value chain linkages and grasp market trends. In particular, Mekong Connect 2024 will create opportunities for domestic startups to exchange and connect with international partners from Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia and the Republic of Korea. Following the opening ceremony, an exhibition spotlighting cooperation among businesses of Ho Chi Minh City and the Mekong Delta for sustainable development was launched. In building and developing the country, in addition to domestic intellectuals and businessmen, overseas Vietnamese have been making significant contributions to transferring knowledge and cutting-edge scientific technological advances, attracting international resources to the country. It can be said that overseas intellectuals and businessmen are valuable assets of the nation. Their potential in terms of human resources, material resources, and wisdom remains huge, being both an external and internal driver of the national growth. Within the framework of the 4th Overseas Vietnamese Conference held in Hanoi recently, the development of science and technology in Vietnam was one of the topics received great attention from overseas experts and intellectuals. At the plenary session and thematic discussions, delegates contributed ideas and proposed specific solutions to promote the development of science and technology in Vietnam in the new situation. The government should have a strategy to further attract for overseas Vietnamese students and young people to work as interns, start businesses and participate in community projects in Vietnam so that they can connect with their roots and bring new initiatives to serve the country's development. This not only helps enhance the country's technological capacity, but also offer international capital and knowledge to the process of digital transformation. Like overseas Vietnamese around the world, we really want to contribute our part and wisdom to the development of the country, especially in this field. First, we are very happy. Second, we are proud to return with tech skills, especially with support from the government, the community and businesses. It will certainly make a difference. In recent years, the government's policy to attract talents to Vietnam has seen positive results. I see that the programs and incentives are very good. The policies and guidelines are very open. I have an opportunity. I will return to Vietnam to work and contribute my knowledge to the development of the country. After affirming their qualifications and positions in the world's leading companies, Vietnamese intellectuals tend to maintain good relationship with foreign experts in many fields. Such transparency of Vietnamese government's mechanisms and policies has become one of the favorable conditions for overseas Vietnamese to call on foreign experts and investors to cooperate with the country, especially in the high-tech field. This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.